Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Love POV. I'm your host Njoki, where we talk about anything related to love and relationships. On today's video, as promised, we're going to be talking about how to have a great relationship with other people. So if you haven't checked out the previous video, please make sure to check it out before you come to this video. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share with your friends, and comment down below other tips. So I'm going to be giving you three important tips to have a great relationship with other people. Mind you, as I always say, I don't have everything. I don't have all the answers in the world. So you might have other things. So comment down below and give us more tips. So let's get into the video. Point number one, before having a great relationship with other people, you have to have a great relationship with yourself. This is why I tell you to go back to the previous video and check it out, because I give you tips to have a great relationship with yourself and to even put yourself first. Before having any other relationship, the relationship you have with yourself is the most important one. So check out the previous video before you come to this one. But point number one is have a great relationship with yourself. Create a relationship with yourself where you have peace, joy, unity with yourself. You are present in everything that you're doing. Having a great relationship with yourself really means that you put yourself first. So you're taking care of yourself, actively knowing that I'm not okay in this environment. It is toxic and I wish not to be here, and actively leaving a toxic environment. Yeah, you're taking care of yourself. You're knowing what is working for you, what isn't working for you. Really, all these things that I'm talking about in this first point, I talked about them in the previous video. So check it out. Anyway, point number two, communication. Point number two and point number three will really be related, but actively speaking to the people that you want to have a great relationship with is important. And I feel like women may be prone to not having great communication. They don't know how to express themselves, although men too have the aspect of not knowing how to communicate properly and saying what they really want, like as a point, and not creating a big fuss out of it. Really, communication is very important in having a great relationship with other people, because how do I know that I have offended you if you won't tell me? How do I know that this is what you expect from me and i have not I have not said it? So communicate and say, these are my expectations from this relationship, and if you won't meet them, we're not going to be good. Yeah, communicate, and let it be clear that this and this and this is what you'll accept from this relationship. And if you can't offer that, then it's okay. We don't have to be great in a great relationship. And this applies to a friendship, your significant other relationship, and even your family. So really, this applies to every relationship, and even with yourself. That's important. You have to communicate that this is what I expect from me, such that I will not be disappointed if I'm not able to meet this and this expectation that I have of myself. Put out things. It's important to write down things that you feel are important and you don't want to forget. So communicate things that you feel are important to you. Which brings me to point number three, which is creating boundaries. I know it sounds so easy said, like, I mean, it's not such a big deal, or so it sounds, yeah. But it's actually hard to create boundaries, especially when you want that person you want a great relationship with to be in your life, because by creating a boundary, you are telling this person that when they cross that boundary, you're going to be offended. And we as human beings don't actually think about when we are offended. Like, when you get offended, it's not a good thing. So when you create a boundary, it's like you are talking about the possibility of being offended. So it's not a very comfortable conversation, but create those boundaries. Tell this and this person, I don't want you to keep calling me at this and this hour, because it's my time. I want to rest. That's just an example. And if you do not respect my boundaries, it means that you don't actually respect me. So why are we even building a relationship? I don't get it. So create those boundaries. It's very, very important. You can actually say that you can do away with boundaries, but the relationships you will create when you do away with boundaries will not be healthy, especially for you, because you will not be putting yourself first. And our point number one was you have to have a great relationship with yourself, which will start by create putting yourself first in every situation. So create those boundaries and ensure that after you create the boundary, you when a person you also state that if you cross my boundaries, this and this will happen. So don't just think it's just a statement I'm saying for fun. This and this will happen. There is a consequence. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. When you cross my boundaries, there's a consequence. And the consequence is now most likely is not great. So if this person respects you and wants to be in a great relationship with you, most likely they will also create a boundary with you. That's number one. And number two, they will respect the boundaries that you have created. Those are only 3 points. Remember, if you have any more points, write them down in the comments. As usual, if you have a problem with my point of view, take it up with the HR. You'll find me there because I'm the HR. And that's on period. Until next time, guys.